what's up, guys? I'm gonna give it a sec for a couple of people to get in. Alright, so sorry guys, give me like 1 minute to 30 seconds. I just need to post the link in the room, so 1 moment. Okay, alright, so let's get started. Okay. I will go through, let's see, probably the gappers first. Actually, let's see, should I go through gappers? Yeah. Now I'm gonna go through the watch list from last night. So HUSA, I don't have any borrows on, but if you do, here's the plan on HUSA. By the way, good morning, guys. Sorry. So you can see it had a big day yesterday off of 150 mil volume, and it failed. So basically today, any pops are going to most likely be sold into. So what I'm looking for, and again, I don't have any borrows, but so if you were, if you do have any borrows, your first level would be this 280 level. Pretty important. Then you got your 340 level. Hey, what's up, Gerald? So that should be a very decent short. I don't have any borrows, but it's okay. APM, same exact story yesterday. Failed on decent volume, 60 mil. So today it should fail as well. All pops will be sold into. I have my levels from yesterday. However, my first level that I have is at like $7, and right now it's gapping down 35%. It's at $3, so very unlikely that it goes from 3 to 7. That would be an insane move today. But I guess what I'll be looking for is maybe like a pop into like $4, and then I'm gonna wait to see if that's the top. If it starts to roll over, then that'd be a decent place to enter. But yeah, I doubt it's getting up into any of these levels. ADIL, this one kicked my butt yesterday. I gave back my profits. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet, but basically I was up 10K in the morning, and then I gave all of it back on this move because I kept fighting it, thinking it's gonna be the top. So that was annoying. But now it's failed. It's gapping down. So basically, any pops into, I would take 280s would be ideal, because you can see that's where the support is. Next one, WWR. This one ran a few days ago. This one's not very ideal. Obviously, it's backside now. However, on the daily, you can see that there's still there's a lot of support in these levels, so there's not a whole lot of room to the downside, but there could be 50 cents, maybe down to like down to high to mid ones, so you can probably squeeze out 40-50 cents on it. But looking for basically just pops into 215, 220 to get started, and then scale, and then probably try to take it down sub $2. Now, and next one, NNDM. Okay, so NNDM, let's look at the daily first. So had an insane move here in May on 300 and almost 350 million volume shares. So and since then it's faded off. So this has created a lot of bag holders, and now is their chance to get out. So that's what they're going to be doing into this move today. So I was hoping for a much bigger gap to like, you know, $3, you know, 3.30, but we didn't get that. But we did have a quick squeeze out to $3. Was sold into. I took a starter at 265, and I'm hoping this goes to pops back up to like 280. That's where I'll, you know, size in. If not, then I might start scaling a little bit as it into each pop as it keeps going lower. Seal, this one, it's just rolling over. Not what I don't know what just happened. Why is my chart working? Okay, here we go. Seal. If we look at the daily, let's go further back. It doesn't have a ton of volume resistance. However, you can see that this, you know, 150, 170 level is huge. So if we can get, I was hoping to get a pop into, you know, 130, 140, 150 to short into, but I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. Because looking at the pre-market chart, it's just kind of gave it all back already. So don't know if we're going to get a trade on that one. And I think that's all I had for from yesterday's. So I'll go over the gappers. Let's see. Do we have anything new? No. Okay. CTIC. Let's look at the daily first. Scroll out a little bit further. Obviously, it's a breakout over. It's a 52-week high. It's a biotech, so that gives me a little bit more conviction on the short side. And the pre-market chart is very weak, so I'm thinking actually I would like, you know, this probably wasn't a bad entry here, 240s. I missed it, but I might just wait for the open, see if we can get some kind of pop to 250s VWAP level. But this likely comes down. Even though it is a 52-week high, I think this is just going to be a gap and crap. Failed pre-market chart. It's looking very heavy. It's staying under VWAP. The only thing it's got going for it is that it's a breakout on the 52s, and that's honestly, you know, not very much in terms of what can keep a stock going up. So ITRM is the one that's more of a coin flip, the one that can keep going. Obviously, this had a very terrible gap down, so that's you know, a very bad sign. So, you know, but we all know that, you know, for stocks to stay on the Nasdaq, they have to be over $1. So it's been under $1 for quite some time now, and this is kind of their effort to pump it up over $1. So they're going to do everything they can to keep it there, and you can see that. You can see, you know, this spiked pre-market, pulled back pretty hard, recovered, and now it just broke out. So this one is a no touch for me at this point. I'm gonna have to see what the open does first to make a decision on it. Next thing, BHTG. This one, a huge gap and crap on really good volume before. Obviously, you can look at the daily. It's at 140. It's not gapping up at all, pretty much. So yeah, it's, I don't know. You can make a plan for it. I would say maybe a pop to 160 you can take, but on just look, it's not up very much, so it's probably no touch for me. I'm tempted to take CTIC, a starter at least. It's looking very heavy. let's see if we can get maybe a little bit more of a pop, and then I'll take a starter. ALNA, you know, I was waiting for a VWAP push here. We didn't get it. This one, if we look at the daily, there's not a whole lot of volume, but you can see this terrible day. So, you know, if you're a long, you don't want to be buying a chart like this. But I'm playing this more off of just the pre-market chart, just because it's a gap and crap setup for me. So if we get a push right now, look, we're getting a pop right now. So if we get a push to 170s, I'll take it. What's up, Tom? How you doing, bro? Julian, YJ, who wakes up again? Yeah, I'm gonna cover YJ in just a second. I have that one on watch. Then at two, no, I don't care about tour. Morning, Esteban. YJ, yeah, so this one, obviously terrible downtrending chart, just complete garbage. Just a bag holder chart, really. You know, this was just given a chance to anybody who's been in to just get out. So so that's that. So any pops, really, I'm still assuming that any pops into VWAP are gonna get sold into, just because it's such a downtrending chart. Nobody wants to be long this anymore. You know, for the past 2 years it's been going straight down. So like any chance anybody's gonna get, they're gonna take to get out. You know, I'm gonna take a starter on CTIC. Alright, so I just took a starter at CTIC there. Hey, what's up, Maurice? Good to see you in. Hey, Alex, how do you determine if a resistance is valid to short? Specific amount of volume, consolidation, volume, depending on the ticker. Yes, correct. Pretty much all those things. So I'm looking for, so let's go into, I'll just show you guys NNDM, and I'll go over that one and why. So look, this is a great example because this run here was on 350 million volume. So one, in this market, 350 is basically unbreakable resistance. So there are a very like tiny percent of stocks that are able to break through any of this resistance here. So that's just, you know, and the thing is, it's a higher float. So there's, you know, a lot of people, you know, stocks to trade is showing me 46 million float. That's probably a little bit off, but let's just say it's 40. There's 40 million people stuck here at, you know, at any given time in these levels. So that is a lot of people, plus it's 320 million volume traded. So it turned a lot of shares here. So yes, I'm looking for huge volume, because the lower the volume, the easier a stock will be able to break that. So there's no specific amount, but anything like 100 million and over, I get very excited about. So and also, yes, consolidation. So if a stock, let's say, if on this day, I don't have this daily pulled up, but or intraday on this pulled up, but let's say this you know, traded at $4, like, you know, $3 for 2 hours. That's, I would say that's a long time for consolidation, and that's a good level to short into. So, you know, the next time this, you know, pops into the $3 level, if it was, you know, like 2 hours of consolidation, you know, that's where a lot of the volume was, you know, being exchanged. A lot of the shares were being exchanged. So that's going to be a good level for you to short into. So yes, I look for, you know, exactly what you said. And that's why on Gap and Craps, you know, like on ITRM, like I said, it's, you know, also, actually, no, which one was it? I don't remember. Anyway, never mind. Watt, same exact story on Watt, except this is not a downtrending chart, but you can see that it's had a gap and crab day here on a lot of, again, 120 million volume. So you can see that, you know, after these after this, you know, gap and crab day on a lot of volume, these previous days were sold into, and they never ran past it, you know, and it's kind of slowly been, you know, grinding back up on the daily just because it's being bought up. But you can see any big moves have been stuffed because of this day that was created here. So that's all I have, guys. Any questions? If not, I'm gonna sign off. Again, I have CTIC that we got a nice pop. I will be adding into VWAP here. If we can get a little bit of a higher move, I will be adding. And then I have an NDM, and I think that's it. So, alright guys, see you guys later.